Hey, Josh here, and if you are a coach, a speaker, an author, an expert, or a consultant, you are going to love this video because I'm going to show you how you can use technology the right way so that you can create more opportunities to increase your influence, increase your authority, and generate a lot more income while shaving hours off of every week or maybe even every day in the time it takes connecting and networking and doing lead gen and following up with people. If you're like so many of my clients who do coaching or speaking or consulting, then it's probably the case that a big focus of yours is growing your audience so that you can get more clients, more customers, and make a bigger impact on the world. Now, this can come in many different forms, but at the root of it all, connecting with other people is your bread and butter. You need to establish a certain level of authority and trust with your prospects and community for them to truly see you for the expert that you are. But that often takes a lot of time and resources. And if you find yourself struggling with this problem and you're not getting enough results from your efforts, or if it's just taking too much time, Connect 365 is really going to help you, because you know as well as I do that everyone thinks they're an expert these days. There are probably former students of yours or people who maybe just read a book on a topic and now they're claiming to be the world's leading expert, right? You need a way to cut through the noise and stand above these pretenders. You need to show your prospects that you are the real deal, even if you're just brand new in your business. And you need to show them that you are the solution that can finally help them achieve their goals. Connect 365 will provide you with a complete system that positions you as the trusted authority in your market and the go-to solution over your competitors. And it helps your content and your emails actually get noticed and actually get read and responded to. It helps you sell faster. It helps you build and maintain the trust you need with key people to get them to see you as their trusted resource. Now, Connect 365 might sound complex, but it's not. In fact, it's very simple and it does 90% of the heavy lifting for you, and it gets you better results. And to make it even easier for you, we've even preloaded dozens of templates into the software for you to use for pretty much any use case that you can think of. And when you create your account today, you will get access to templates for experts just like you to reach out to decision makers and in your target industries, to set up consultations, and then to work them through long-term nurture campaigns so that when the time is right, you'll be the one they turn to. There are templates for following up with prospects or strategic partners after networking events and conferences or trade shows, and to stay in touch with warm prospects that you have an initial consultation with so that you can stay top of mind with them. There are templates to reach out to event or media planners to get speaking gigs, or to get featured on podcasts in your industry, or maybe to fill your own events or seminars. There are templates to follow up with existing customers to upsell them into your higher level programs, and there's a whole lot more. Here's what Connect 365 really offers you. It's a way to keep in touch with the people that you really need to stay in front of in a personal way, but do it at scale and on autopilot. It looks like a personal email in your prospect's inbox, which is why it gets such a massive reply rate, even though you may have sent the same email to hundreds of targeted people at the same time. It saves you time, it builds trust with your prospects, it keeps you top of mind so that when they're ready to buy, they remember you and they trust you to help, all without you having to do hardly anything but click a couple buttons. Connect 365 is a sales automation solution that is different from anything else on the market. It's perfect for coaches, experts, authors, speakers, consultants, people just like you who need to grow your audience and create new opportunities, and also need a better way to engage with all of your existing contacts to really build better relationships and better trust with them. And the best part is it's incredibly simple to use. In fact, let's take a peek inside Connect 365 right now to show you exactly how simple it is.
Hey guys, Pat Hensler here, Director of Products with Connect 365 and Linked Selling. I wanted to give you a quick demo of the Connect 365 software to show you all what you can expect. So the first thing on our main dashboard, a couple areas to look at. The first is any upcoming messages you have. So any broadcasts that have a specific date and time, they'll show up here. You can toggle through those. You'll also be able to peruse your list of your most active connections. We give them what we call a lead engagement score that just kind of adds up their interest and engagement, whether it be through opens, replies, clicks, all that fun stuff. You can also look a little bit more granular at campaign results that you're having. You can look up by a campaign title. You can look up if you had multiple accounts. You can look up by the sender accounts. All the most pertinent details, opens, sends, replies, and then you can also see bounce, so you make sure that you're in good standing there. So if you wanted to get more granular with your statistics on any campaign, you can always go into your campaigns page here, and you can click on this little icon here, view statistics, and it'll open up just like this. This will let you see exactly who it is that opened up your emails or replied to your emails. You can see when they did it. You can see the full campaign stats. You can also always download these logs. So if you wanted this all in an Excel spreadsheet at any point in time for whatever reason, you can review it there. Now, let's look a little bit deeper at the software. I wanted to talk about tags. Tags is what we use at Connect365 to organize your contacts and control who is going to receive which messages. If they have a certain tag that you've tied to a campaign, they get included in that message. If they don't, then obviously they're not. So it's easy as that. That's how our system works. I wanted to talk a little bit further. And again, you can go in here if you ever wanted to see which 197 contacts were in this, had this tag. You can click on this tag here. It'll take you in and show you everyone that has that tag. I'm going to go back. Now, I wanted to look a bit at your contacts specifically. For your contacts, we require with Connect365 that you include first name of the contact and email to add them into our system. Now, why those two? Email, obviously, we need to have that information to send an email to them. First name, we just find so critical in utilizing, tapping into what Connect365 is so powerful for. Connect365, it really is a personal delivery of an email, right? It's looking personal. Without at least that first name, we find that campaigns really don't have much chance of success. So again, those are the two items that we require, first name and email. Now beyond that, you might find that there are some additional pieces of information you'd want to include. We give you some fields where if you wanted to have in your message, if you wanted to call out the company name or their job title, you can do that. All of this information that you see on this contacts page, you can use that in the message. So rather than having to put something different for every contact for Christiane, I could just have in the email use our replacement text to mention her company name or her job title if you wanted to. So again, there's 5 that we start with: first name, last name, email, company, and job title or position. Those are ones we found most requested. You're also able to manage and add additional custom fields. So if you wanted to, for instance, have someone's birthday, if you wanted to call in something else that wasn't one of these main 5, you can do that. Now, I do recommend you keep things fairly simple there. You don't get too crazy. Maybe you want to put in where I met them. I met them at so-and-so event because you wanted to call that out in your message. By all means, you can do that. I recommend keeping it simple, though, and reserved for information that you, A, have on your prospects, obviously, and B, that you plan to use in your messaging, right? If you want to just make a bunch of custom fields just to have the information, again, it's not my first recommendation to people. Keep it focused on what you're going to actually utilize in your messaging. So, a couple ways we allow users to add their contacts to our system. The first is that you can do it manually. There's an option here where you can go and hit create contact. You can add in all the information, type it in. One way of going about things, but where most people tend to use is our import contacts field up here. So you can either go to it here or up in this section. And within this, a couple ways you can go about it. First, you can either upload a list of contacts, again, having first name and email address at a minimum, and you can put them in a CSV file, upload them directly to our system. The second would be if you have your Google account connected, any of your saved contacts, you can import them automatically. Now, it's have to be saved contacts in your Google file, but if you have your mail account connected, you can do that right there. One of my suggestions I give people to start with is to follow our upload process. You'll see it walks you through it up here, and specifically utilize this assign tags feature. So I recommend to people, if you're uploading a list, upload them in groups of people that you intend to put into a campaign together, because what you can do is, rather than later down the line assigning tags one by one, as you upload them, you can give them the specific tag that you're going to use for your different campaigns. So this will allow you to do it to a whole list at once, or a group of that list if you're breaking up your contacts by different segments. All right, now The final information I wanted to look at in this demo video is our campaigns, talk a little bit about the way we organize things, what makes us a little bit different, and go from there. So first, if I go into campaigns and I click create campaign, you're going to see two options here. First is this use template that I want to look at. Now, the templates that we have in our system aren't just like kind of general, these would be nice to use. These are built from live use cases that we in our agency here at Linked Selling use for our business and our clients, or from customer use cases that they've had success with. And even in some cases, we've reached out to our network of partners to provide exclusive email scripts that have worked for them in growing their business or those of their clients. So luckily, they've shared with us their exclusive email copy for you to use directly within the system. And the great thing about these templates is you can peruse them all here. You can look at what the message copy looks like to get an idea of what you need to update and edit. But the biggest thing here is if you hit start campaign creation, as we're going to see in just a minute, you'll be able to have all the delays between your messages really from top to bottom, the campaign set up, and you just need to go in and make a couple edits to the messages to make sense for your business and your prospects. So that is one route. The other route, I'm going to backtrack a little bit here, is if you go ahead and hit create campaign, you have this option here for custom campaign. Now, within this, a couple things you're going to do. Obviously, you're going to set the email you want to send from. But the big thing I wanted to focus on, talk about, was this campaign type. There's two types of campaigns that we have in our system. The first, scheduled campaigns, are broadcasts, meaning that it's telling our system, everybody that has this specific tag, send them this specific message in this campaign on a specific date and time. And everyone that has that tag at that date and time will get that message. Now, sequential campaigns work, as the name suggests, in a sequence, meaning that our system is going to look consistently, and once any individual, any contact in your system is giving the identifying tag for that campaign, it's going to start them in message 1 and work them through the remaining messages based on the frequency you set between your messages. So that's the difference. I'm going to open up a sequential campaign and show you a little bit more on like the editing of messages there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I have open a sequential campaign. Just wanted to show you a bit of the nitty gritty in here. So this is based on a template. Again, if you use a template, it's already set up as a sequential campaign. It's set up with the recommended timing and frequency. You can always edit that as needed. But a couple things here to take note of, and then I'll click onto the messaging inbox here. You're going to set the timing of what date our system should start to look for people that get this tag. So again, anytime from February 5th on, this system is going to say anybody that gets the associated tag, send them message 1, work them through step 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth for your campaigns. Again, you'll set the delays between your messages. So you're saying send message 1 at immediately when they receive this tag, then wait 7 days and send message 2, then wait another 8 days, send message 3, wait another 3 days and 5 minutes, and send message 4. So again, you'll set that timing on each individual message. So let me open that up and show you a little bit of what that looks like. I'm going to open up message 3 here as an example. Okay, so now we're with the message. You can see that you can set your subject line. You can send a message. This is something good to note. Send a message as a reply in a thread. This is one that if you use our templates, you'll see a lot. We find it very successful. If you send out a first message and no reply, you can send something in that same thread so that in your next message, you can be a lot shorter. You can only say, hey, just checking in to see if you saw this message. Can we touch base later this week? And then they have all that information below. It's sent just like you would a typical reply in an email thread, right? So that's a good one to take note of, one that you'll see a lot if you're using templates. From there, again, you're setting the delay. This is the delay between the most recent messages. So I clicked on message 3 here. This is saying after you send message 2, delay this long, and then send message 3. The next thing we're looking at here is you can put a condition on this. So you can say send this message unless someone sends a reply or opens a message or clicks on a link in that previous message. So you can set that. Mostly this is used where if you're saying in a message before, hey, hit reply and let me know if you're open to talking or you want to book a call. And you can set it so that someone is able to not receive the next message because that might not make sense if you're reaching out to say, hey, following back up on this if they've already sent you a reply. So again, those are the conditions you have available. We also do allow people to have advanced actions. So an advanced action would be another way to go about taking people out of campaigns if they do some specific item. A couple triggers you'll see in here. Again, replies received, open, emails clicked through, or an email is sent. I'm going to follow back up on this one specifically. And then you can choose a specific message it's in relation to. And the difference here is the actions are going to be that it's going to completely remove their tag. So not just take them out of an individual message, but actually take them out of the sequence if they did one of your actions. Again, if you sent them an email, if they replied to an email, you can choose the action and then either apply or remove tags. The item that I usually point out here for people is this last one, when an email is sent. Where we see this used most effectively and most often is if you have a short-term lead generation sequence, right? You have a 4 or 5 message campaign going out to new contacts, trying to get them onto the phone or to check out your webinar, download your ebook, whatever your use case is. At the end of that sequence, for those people who haven't taken an action, haven't booked a call with you, haven't signed up for your webinar, whatever it may be, people will set an action, a trigger where when that last email is sent, so when email 4 is sent, apply a tag. And they can then choose a tag that is going to put that prospect into a longer term campaign, right? So that's where it's used most often. And then usually people are sending to some longer term, 12-month, send a message every single month to keep you top of mind with them and offer them what it is that you have to offer every so often. So that's a quick look at our advanced actions. The final thing here is settings for sequential campaigns. Again, since you're setting the time delay, you have control over the days you want to send. In this case, I want to send a message Monday through Friday. Don't send any weekend messages, and I can set my start time and end time so that it's only sending out during the workday or whatever the case may be for your situation. And that's it. That's a quick run through of the most impactful items in Connect 365 that most of our clients are using. So one last follow-up I'll add there to go with advanced actions would be that you can also integrate with Zapier with our tools. So if you are using a calendar system to book sales appointments with your prospects for, you can tie that into our tool through Zapier so that when someone books a call on your Calendly system, your Schedule One system, or whatever it may be, you can then have your calendar system let our system know to remove their tag, thereby taking them out of their campaign. So that is a quick rundown and demo of the Connect 365 software. I hope this helps, and I'll see you soon.
So now that you know exactly how it works, let me break down for you again exactly what's included in this offer. Connect 365 is the bridge between technology and a handshake. It makes automation personal, simple, and effective so you can get the best of both worlds between old school personal one-on-one marketing, but have it automated with cutting-edge technology. And there's never been a better time to try it out, because right now you also get thousands of dollars in bonus support, resources, and training when you join at zero cost. So here's the quick rundown of everything you get when you activate your test drive today. Now, of course, you're going to get all the support and resources that you would expect with this sort of thing. But I want to highlight a couple things that I think you're going to be blown away by. So I can't even believe that we're including this, because it's part of a year-long mastermind that clients of mine have paid $24,000 for. But I'm giving it to you for free. And it's called Outbound Sales Mastery. It's our 12-month sales training program. And it includes 2 live trainings every single month and a mastermind group that you get to be a part of. And what this is going to do is give you all of the tools that you need to really step your game up and turn you into a sales superstar so that you can maximize the results that you get from Connect 365. This alone, guys, is reason to sign up for the trial. I mean, think about what this one thing alone is going to do for you. Now, next up is our marketing lab, which is all of the next level strategies that are going to work outside of Connect 365. So we've really got you covered for your entire marketing strategy, and you get ongoing access to expert training, bi-weekly group workshops that feature my team, and a Rolodex of experts that we're going to be bringing in for you and showing you what's working now with all sorts of different marketing strategies. So with this, with the Marketing Lab, and with Outbound Sales Mastery, it's like being part of a high-end private mastermind that usually you'd have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for, but you pay nothing as long as you are a member of Connect 365. Now, as you see on this page, the trial itself gives you a full 2-week license to get results with the Connect 365 software. You get an ongoing discount at 65% off the list price after your test drive ends. You get full access to our Connect 365 sales automation training library, which is all of our best tried and true strategies. It includes dozens of templates and campaigns that you can plug directly into Connect 365 with just a click of a button. Of course, you get things like live email support for any technical questions you have, any questions about strategy on which templates to use, any help that you need or feedback you need whenever you need it. And that's something that I think very few people offer, especially for something that you can try for free. And you'll also have access to the Connect 365 Implementation Bootcamp, which is a 2-week boot camp right when you start. So when you start your trial, day 1 starts right away, or the next day. And each business day of the 2 weeks, you'll get a new lesson showing you how to set everything up and answering your questions. And no worries if you think you're just starting your business and you might not be ready for all of this, because you're also going to be getting access to the Startup Launch Blueprint, which shows you how to find the right niche that you can dominate, develop your unique selling proposition, and validate your offer so that you can see success right away. You're also going to get the Qualified Appointment Master Plan that will help you determine the best prospects for you to target and how to locate them online so that you can only attract the best prospects. And finally, if you sell to consumers and not other businesses, we've got something called B2C Automation Outreach Mastery, which gives you the exact scripts and templates that you can use. And when you sign up, you're also going to benefit from our partnership with a company called Get Prospect, who will help you build your list even faster, because they're going to give you 100 free targeted prospects. That means even if you don't have a list, you can get one today for free and start sending out campaigns and creating sales opportunities at no cost. Connect 365 is an amazing tool. It's a revolutionary platform. And when you're a member, as you can see, you're going to get a lot of additional support and resources that will allow you to completely transform your business. So test it out for yourself. Try it for free. But remember, all the bonuses, including this major ongoing discount that we're currently offering, it disappears as soon as this promotion is over. So the clock's ticking. Don't wait. Activate your free test drive of Connect 365 now.